Welcome to another video from Dr. Lock. What we have here is an old Whitco dead latch, the inside part of a Whitco dead latch. These are very common, they're still out there in use, they're quite an old lock. I would be saying probably 35 to 40 years old. Hey look, they're still out there. This one is one of the earlier ones. You can tell by the keyway, it wasn't quite C4 or LW4. But you still can use C4 on it. So yeah, that's an old dead latch. Now one of the most common problems with these is the latch actually stops springing out. What you're seeing here is the latch working perfectly. And I'm going to show you how this all works. So if you have one and it's got a spring problem, you're going to see this type of action on it. So if you're on your front door and you're pushing in and it's like popping out sometimes, it's got no pressure to pop out, sometimes it's half in, half out, like that. That's not engaging, not really popping out. Most likely what is happening is you've got a broken spring. Now I know you can replace the whole deadlock and all that sort of stuff, but a cheaper option is just to replace this little spring. So this is quite an old one here. We actually sell brand new ones here, and to reinstall it, I'm just going to quickly do it for you. What you do is you put it in there like so, you hold it in like this, and then you flick it in like that. So there's a position here that it needs to sit into, a little valley here, and there's a little notch on the front there that will kind of line up with just like a little divot or a score in the actual bolt. And once it sits in there, you'll hear it. Hear that? Once it sits in there properly, you come along with your lock, you put it back on the door, put the two screws in, and away you go. You should be back in action. And you can see the amount of difference in pressure. So that's the type of pressure the lock needs for it to actually dead latch. If it doesn't have that pressure, you'll be working off the spring on the right hand side here, which is only primarily to push this slide forward. So if your lock is broken with a broken spring, you'd be working off that, and unfortunately that's probably not enough spring pressure to make this and this work reliably all the time. So if you do have that problem, we do sell these springs. I'll put a link down in the description there, and you can purchase it and keep your 35 to 40 year old lock still working. It would be nice to put a new lock on the door, but unfortunately if you put a new lock on the door, you have to then worry about the striker plate as well. So perhaps if you just want a quick repair job, replace the spring, and who knows, the lock might last another 10 to 15 years. Okay, that's our video. Thanks for watching.